Hello and welcome to another episode of Deep Dive presented to you by NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra and today we are going to talk about the launch of e-passports in India and go through all the details, for instance, eligibility, how to apply, benefits and features, and everything else you need to know. Well, the government of India has taken a significant step in modernizing the air travel documentation system with the official rollout of electronic passports or e-passports. These e-passports have been designed to enhance security, speed up immigration checks, and align with global travel standards. More than these advantages, the e-passport represents a technological shift in how Indians will travel abroad in the coming years. First off, to talk about what it is exactly, an e-passport is very similar to a traditional Indian passport, but comes equipped with an embedded electronic chip inside its back cover. This chip securely stores the passport holder's personal and biometric details that includes various details like fingerprints, facial recognition data, and digital signatures. Additionally, this technology ensures that the information printed on the passport matches the data stored in the chip, therefore making it nearly impossible to forge or tamper with. Moreover, e-passports carry a special gold symbol on the cover, making them easily recognizable at airports and border security checkpoints. The chip embedded in the passport allows for quicker scanning and verification, reducing waiting time for travelers. Well, these features make it safer, faster, and easier for everyone. When we come to think who all can apply for this digital or e-passport, well, any Indian citizen who is eligible for a regular passport can now apply for an e-passport. Although initially the facility is being offered at some limited Passport Seva Kendras and Post Office Passport Seva Kendras across India. Therefore, people interested in owning this e-passport should confirm whether their local passport office has started issuing e-passports before applying. Well, considering the scale of this process, the government plans to gradually expand the service nationwide. This will help in ensuring that both new applicants and those renewing their passports can benefit from the upgrade. Well, now to come to how exactly to apply and the details of the application process for the e-passport. The process of applying for an e-passport follows the same steps which are used in applying for a traditional passports. All applicants must register on the official Passport Seva portal, then fill out the online form, pay the required fee, and schedule an appointment at a Passport Seva Kendra or Post Office Passport Seva Kendra, that is. During the appointment, biometric data such as fingerprints and photographs will be captured of the person. Once processed, the e-passport is printed with the embedded chip and sent to the applicant's registered address. And when we talk about the benefits and the future outcomes we receive from the launch of e-passports, well, they offer several advantages: an unprecedented level of improved security, faster immigration clearance for travelers, and better global acceptance of the Indian passport. The most pivotal advantage of the e-passport is the embedded chip, significantly reducing the risk of identity theft or duplication. This helps in making international travel even safer for Indian citizens. Lastly, as the rollout of the e-passport expands, individuals should importantly check whether or not their nearest passport office has this facility. There are a list of documents as well that are required for the electronic passport application, one of which is a residence proof, which includes an Aadhaar card, voter ID card, driving license, utility bills, or bank passbook. The next is age proof, which includes birth certificate, PAN card, voter ID card, and Aadhaar card. And lastly is a copy of the current passport's first and last page. Well, since the e-passport marks a transformative move towards a smarter, more secure travel ecosystem for India, therefore, it is paving the way for seamless global mobility of Indian citizens in the digital age. Let's talk about this. Joining me on the platform is Dr. Vandana Singh, aviation expert and a well-known personality when it comes to talking about anything to do with aviation. Vandana, I appreciate you being here. Well, what I like about the e-passport transformative capability is the fact that the ranking of the Indian passport is likely to increase because we are relying on technology. We know that the Indian passport has come up the ranks in the last few years, but it is still not there where it's supposed to be. And secondly, the security that it offers is also unprecedented. We all know that in the past that getting a duplicate passport, especially for criminals and untoward elements, has been extremely easy.
Thank you, Vineet, for having me on your show. Indeed, it's an honor. So, firstly, to answer your question, when it comes to our ranking, definitely this step towards digitalization and moving towards with chip integrated passport, I think this is really going to improve our ranking globally. Of course, there is global compatibility here. We are definitely looking at seamless travel, simplified documents, less paperwork, and all of it. And Vineet, if I talk about myself, I'm on my 18th passport right now, and I know how cumbersome it is. Imagine now there'll be reduced queues at immigration. There will be reduced time spent, where paperwork is concerned, and all of it is going to happen with this step that the government has taken. Of course, it's currently going in a phased manner with 12 cities. So you're right in saying that one should check with the nearest post office whether this facility is available. Also, you can apply for it once your current passport has expired, if I'm not wrong. So one has to validate that as well. Having said it, I think it's a very secure, safe, and fast forward step for us as a country, as the largest populated country, to really gain our numbers as far as passport, recognition goes. We see Singapore is a number one, and we know why. Why is, please see the amount of traffic travel that's going up and down Changi Airport. And when you look at it, you see, and when you actually come out, you see there's hardly anybody near the immigration. The queues are so less because their biometrics, facial recognition, iris recognition, everything is in so much in place for many years now that it goes seamless. So I believe that India has taken that step, and it's a welcome move. I believe that very soon we will also see reduced paperwork, reduced queues, less immigration traffic, forgery, which will come down, theft, which will come down, and I think our rankings definitely are going to go up, Vinny.
Vandana, do you think that over a period of time, there will be a situation where the government only offers, these passport with chips? Because if you have an option of going for the traditional passport, and at the same time, in juxtaposition to that, you also have an option of going for this chip-laden passport, then it could be an issue in the future. Obviously, the government also has to work on educating the citizens how important it is to have this passport with the chip, just as the government was very, very instrumental in educating the people the value of an Aadhaar card.
Absolutely, Vineet. Or for that matter, the way UPI is working. That's also a step towards digitalization. And in our case, of course, public awareness is paramount. And I'm sure the public awareness will happen the way we've done with, let's say, Digi Yatra, or whatever the schemes that have been taken under the Udan scheme, and now the extension. So when we look at Digi Yatra, there was a time when nobody was aware, and then soon you see the number of people building up and understanding that this is a faster way to move in. It reduces your travel time to the airport, into the airport, and once you get in, the whole process gets smoother, faster. And now imagine for an international flight, if now this is happening with the e-passport. So public awareness is happening, will happen, and I think it's also happening via various media, such as your own channel, or whether it's a newspaper, print media, whatever it is. But I think people are getting to understand. Very recently, I had gone for my passport renewal, in Delhi, and already I could see that things are getting very, very efficient. And this was in the month of July. So things are definitely getting efficient as far as biometrics are concerned, as far as fingerprints, iris, etc. are concerned, and they clear you very quickly. So I imagine the same transformation happening, and public is getting more and more aware, especially the business travelers as well as the normal traveler, which is traveling for tourism or any other purpose. I see this getting better and better as I see it.
All
If you
right.
look at Singapore again, one more point only. Even at the Marina Square, at the Marina Center, Marina Bay Center, where the cruise liners take off from, there as well, they have already got this process running. Of course, it's a very small country, it's smaller than a state compared to India. But if they are doing it, I think we should learn from best in class how they are doing the public awareness transformation process. And I think it's a way to go. Well done.
All right.
Over to you.
Vandana, always a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for that clarity and that perspective that you brought along. We take a short break now. We'll be right back.